on an island. And
You
it's
can clearly see what's around you.
No, I can see the water, and it looks like there's canals of water that go through the island. Like the island isn't solid island, but there's reefs.
Okay.
I'm standing on one of them.
Yeah. And it will clear up as we speak. So the more you can explain for me what you can see around you, it will get clearer and clearer for you to see. Now I want you to look down. You see, look at your feet and see what you're wearing. Do you wear anything on your feet?
No.
Are you barefooted?
Yes.
Do you have anything on your body? Any clothing?
No shoes.
Say again?
No shoes.
No shoes. And you look up to your legs and up to your body. Can you see any clothes? Or are you naked?
I have something that's covering my genitalia.
Only that part of your body is covered. But
Yeah.
it's covered with
Polka dots. Material.
okay. Do you feel male or female?
I think it's female.
Are you young? Are you old?
I feel young.
You feel young?
Yes.
You feel healthy?
Yes.
Do you have any jewelry or ornaments on your body?
A bracelet.
A bracelet?
Beads.
Beads made of what?
Either coral or something rounded.
Okay. So, why do you think you are in this place?
Swimming.
You're swimming,
Yes.
but you are alone there? Can you see anybody else around you?
No.
So it's a deserted island with only you.
Yes.
You can see other islands nearby.
I can see the water crashing on the shore.
Okay. What feeling do you get from what you see? Does it feel calm?
I live here. Somewhere close.
Okay. Do you live at that place?
Somewhere close.
Somewhere close?
Yes.
So can you go to the place where you live?
It goes into like the side of the hill, and there's like water coming over the front of it like a waterfall, and then you go inside like a cave, and it doesn't look like an artificial cave. It looks like it's made of like cobblestones or something, and it's rounded. But there's water, like it's off the ocean, so there's water literally right on the floor as I'm walking through. I had to duck my head down to get through.
But you don't have to go through the water, or is it flowing over you when you go into that cave?
It's coming over me when I go in, like a waterfall, but it's on the ground.
Yeah. Are you standing outside the cave there now?
No, I went inside.
Okay. Can you describe for me the interior there?
Yeah, the foyer or the front part of it is like a like a man-made cave made of like cobble or big round rocks with like cement in between.
So
And then,
it all looked man-made?
yeah. And I'm walking through that, but I don't know where I go.
So do you think you're alone in that cave, or is there someone else in there?
You know, I think someone was ahead of me. I remember ducking down to coming under the waterfall part coming over.
Yeah, can you go to that person, that being, and greet them?
Yeah, when I get to that part where I walk out of the water and it's up onto like dry sand, the place inside is literally made of sand, but it's harder. It's harder material. It looks really natural. And
Is it like concrete or softer than that?
no, it's like a natural rock of like maybe sandstone or something, but
So have you been involved in building this place?
I don't know. I don't think so. I think it's been there for a while.
Yeah. But you feel another presence?
Yeah, there's a guy here.
There's a guy. Can you go towards that guy? Greet him?
He has dark hair. And he's sort of tall and tanned. His hair is,
Looking nice and healthy, then I guess.
yeah, he's healthy.
Can you greet him? Because I think that man has something to tell you. I'm sure of it. He won't tell you. He will tell you something.
He says hello.
Just hello.
I told him I'm bilocating.
Is it a relative to you, or is it just someone you know?
He's my partner.
Is your partner? Okay. So if you ask your partner what your name is, he will not think that is any strange in that question. It's just natural.
Like Sheila.
Sheila? Okay, Sheila. What time?
Sheska.
Sorry?
Sheska. Sheska.
Okay. And what is his name?
Sounds like Turbo.
Purple. And do you have any children?
I mean, right when you said it, I just like imagine this little person just coming in with a lot of energy and doing some crazy looking dance. I think maybe I have a little boy or a little girl.
Yes. Ask your partner, is it a boy or is it a girl?
It's a girl.
It's a girl. What's the name of the girl?
Misa.
So do your partner have any message to you? Something you want to tell you?
This is bilocating from another planet. Sounds crazy. Or from
You
another.
are bilocated to this place.
said that's what I was doing, way in the beginning.
Okay.
And I sort of get the impression like I'm always doing crazy stuff. But they love me, they don't care. What do you want to know?
So is your family only living there? You're alone? You and your partner and your little girl?
Yeah, in that place.
Yes. So, where is this place located? Do you know?
It's a place where a majority of the planet is water, and then there's these like stretches of land that stick up out of the water, almost like a puzzle or something, you know. You've seen it before, like a reef of something or whatever, and then
But you have been on that planet for a while, or are you just coming there?
I have a feeling that when we go into the water, we can change our form to have a tail, like on the inside we can be like human, and then when we go in the water,
so you can shape-shifting that?
yes, something like that. It's sort of bizarre.
Oh, it's natural. Nothing but bizarre about that. I think it's important for you to see this. And do you feel an urge to go into the water, or do you just want to stay there?
No, but it really shows that why it's possible to believe that I'm bilocating from another place.
Yeah. What place did you come from?
Oh, it was on the earth, a sink.
On the earth?
A sink.
A sink, okay. So, what time are we talking about? Is this in present
time, 2016. 0004. That's right.
Okay. So it's happening now then?
I told him I was bilocating from another expression of myself to see me here in this place. That's how, when I first arrived. And I almost feel like it's like, oh my God, you're always up to something crazy or up to, you know. But at the same time, he feels fascinated. And he loves me.
So are you there on any sort of mission, or is it where you originally come from?
It's just an expression of myself. Okay. Somewhere that I will experience a life on the water planet.
Yes.
Before I came to the earth.
Is to show you and ensure you of that is where you have been before. Yeah. And can return to whenever you want.
Yes.
Yes. And you have are you married to that man, or are you just living together? Or?
We have a union. It's not like we stand in front of someone and proclaim our love or anything like that.
No.
We just
decided to have a union.
Decided to be together and have love for each other and create offspring and be together.
Yes. And do you feel like you have any kind of vision in this part, this expression of yourself?
Just happiness and family.
Yeah.
Much more pleasant and magical. It's a very magical place.
Yes. So can you describe inside this cave? Is there any lighting? Is there any light anywhere?
It's really interesting. It's very like primitive. Like, there's no like modern technology or anything like that, but the places where you sleep are like carved out of the wall.
Okay.
There is a place where there is heat, like it's like a fireplace, but it's like carved into the wall. And there's crystals inside there.
Oh, that sounds beautiful.
And they make the lights.
Cook your food?
And yeah, we like to eat fresh out of the sea. No wonder why I like shrimp so much.
Shrimp, yes.
I don't have a feeling that we eat inside there. I don't see where there's a place to cook anything. I think we eat in nature. When we're there in this place, it's more like, this is just a beautiful place where we have feet and arms and legs, and we can share times together and talk and communicate and raise our offspring. Whenever we eat, we go together into the water and we eat what's natural there. Our form shifts, it shifts. We have gills and we can swim under the water. It's really, it's very highly evolved, but very almost primitive at the same time.
Back to nature. So you get all your food out of the sea then?
Yes.
Okay. So you can shift whenever you want into this other shape where you can be in the water, back and forth.
Anytime that we go into the water, we can either go into the water and like through that like waterfall part and be out on dry land where we could walk around, or just go directly into the water.
And you can breathe under the water also.
Yes.
Okay, that sounds wonderful. But do you feel that you want to explore into the water now? Or you just want to stay there?
Well, while you were talking, I did go back out, and as soon as you go like under the waterfall area, there's like, I could go to the left and that's up on the dry land, or I could go to the right where it almost looks like a slide and go directly into the water, and that's where the waterfall is, just running into that area right there.
Okay.
And then I went under, and it's almost like what's on land is almost floating. Like it's floating, not like it just goes.
The entire island is floating?
From what I can see, it just looks like it's floating. And you can just sort of look up and you can see where the light comes through.
Yes.
And then...
And what kind of sky do you have above you then? Do you see any sun?
I didn't see any sun. And even as I go back up to the water and I look out, I don't know what kind of day it is, but it's almost like you can see the blue, but the sky looks a little green as well.
Okay, but you can't see in the sun, but it's light. It's bright light outside. You have no problem with seeing the surroundings.
I think it's totally different how I see things when I'm in the water, whatever I am in the water, than what I am when I'm actually on the land. Because on the land, I can see that the sand is brown, and I can see how it sort of spiders out. And then the sky looks like a bluish gray or whatever, but then when I'm in the water,
yes,
I just don't see any light source, but it's bright. It's bright enough to see really easy.
yeah.
I don't know if
And
it's-
the water is clear.
Yes, it is clear. It's very clear.
And,
It's dark under there too. It's dark. It's deep.
But you have no trouble swimming deep,
No.
searching for food.
I think it's pretty abundant there.
Yeah. And you eat while you're under the water.
Yes.
Is there any name of that kind of entity you are when you are in the water? Do you call it something?
The only human name that I can think of is like mermaid or merman or something like that.
Okay. Is that the shape you take?
Yeah, I have a tail and fins and I can swim fast.
That's a good feeling to swim fast through the water.
Yes. Very fast.
Wonderful. Sounds really wonderful. So, but are you partnered there with you now?
Yeah, we're holding hands. All three of us are holding hands and we're swimming.
Good. So if you turn to your daughter and ask her if she wants to tell you something or have something to say to you.
She loves me. She has like red hair and these big eyes. She smiles.
And you are
I don't
naked
think that
in
we
the door.
talk. I think our communication is telepathic, or
Yeah.
although we can make noises, and the noises almost sound like a dolphin or something, like the echoing sounds or whatever.
Clicking and whistling.
It's really bizarre.
But it's a good feeling then.
Yeah, it's very free.
Free and careless, no problems, just happiness.
Yeah, and now when you go out beyond where the water sort of comes out, like where the land sort of comes out, then it gets into an ocean that's really deep and really big. And I think the majority of the time we don't spend ourselves out there in the opening. We stay within the confines of the, I don't know how to, like like if you're looking at it, it might be a mountain range or whatever, and just the very tops of the mountains are sticking up out of the water. And then our houses are carved in and built into those areas. And they're not necessarily above the water, they're still almost like under the water. It's just a shift at how you come on to it. It's weird.
I want you to remember this image so that you are able to make a drawing of that later.
Okay.
Let that imprint stay in your memory. And we can do a drawing later. Now, I would like you to leave that scene and let's move forward to another important day. A day you consider it to be important when something is happening. So moving forward to that place in time. We now move forward to an important day. So what is happening? What do you see?
There's a UFO, and me and my partner and my offspring were standing there, and they've come down, and they're on the ship. It's a big one, really, really big, and they're communicating with me and asking me, am I ready to go on another mission?
And do you feel ready to do that?
I'm always ready to help the greater good, but I'm sort of sad because I have to go alone.
You have to leave the offspring behind and your partner.
I don't want to leave them.
Just take a deep breath and relax. It will be fully good for you. Take a deep breath.
It is for the greater good. I was just on sort of like a vacation. A time to just be where there's
You
no
can always
fighting.
go back to that place and time.
I know.
But now it's important that you move forward to an important day for you. So are you going to enter that ship and follow them?
Yes.
And turn around and say goodbye to your offspring and say we see you soon again.
I have.
Good. Now let them take you to this place and time, to that important day for you. Tell me about the journey.
I'm not going unless Eddie comes with me.
Unless Eddie comes with you.
I bargained, yes. I love to do what I do. It's what I was created for. But he has to come.
Okay.
We do good together.
Yeah, but I'm sure he can come also.
I'm not coming unless he comes.
No.
And he talked me into coming. He said he'll come if I come. And I said I wasn't going unless he was coming.
But then you agreed to go together.
Yes.
Yes. And now you're doing this trip together on this ship. And where are you going?
I'm going to the earth.
Down to the earth again.
We weren't on earth. We were somewhere else. We were in another galaxy. We were in a higher dimension, a much higher dimension.
Okay. Do you know what dimension you're in?
12.
12. So what's the purpose of you being there?
Well, we didn't really need a body, but that was the only way to describe how we can be sort of one with whatever scenario that we had in our head about to make it seem corporeal for the explanation of what's being done here. So there was really no ocean, there was really no, there was nothing there but energy. But for the sake of continuity, I made it all up. Yes, my partner is there. Yes, my offspring is there. It's totally different from Earth, but it's the best way to describe it. The peace and the oneness with the planet and the largeness of...
So you don't have any body there, or you're just pure energy?
We're just energy.
Okay. But you feel the presence of the surroundings anyway, the people around you, or the entities around you?
Yes. There's a oneness.
Yes. And you still can communicate?
Telepathically.
Telepathically, yes. That's the only way to communicate when you are in that state.
Well, it's the best way for me to describe it, as opposed to saying I'm just in an energy state. I manifested this ocean, and I manifested where I lived within it, yes, above it and below at the same time, and with a partner and with an offspring. But it's very different from that.
Yes.
But it's a very loving place.
Yes, but it's important for you to see that place, I guess, to relate to in your daily life. As Hank.
Corporeally.
Okay. Now I want you to leave that scene and let's move forward to another important day. A day that you consider to be important, but something is happening. Moving forward, moving forward, moving forward. And now, where are you? What's happening? see. Are you seeing anything around you? Place
I know I know that I'm with Eddie.
He's still with you, yes?
But it's just dark.
It's just dark around you?
Yes.
Are you still on that ship? Or have you left the ship?
I have a feeling that it's dark time and we're on the earth. We're not on the surface of the earth, but we're really close to it, like hovering above the earth. And we're just traveling through, just like a reconnaissance or something, trying to decide where we're going to manifest that and putting our plan together as to when we're going to meet.
You are there on a mission then?
We are on a mission.
And your mission is to do what?
Come together in our later years and support each other through this process. We both share a very similar vibration, and we have lifetimes together doing this very type of work.
What type of work is that you're doing?
Our vibration is so high, it just cleans the low vibration on the planet.
Some kind of cleansing.
Yeah. That's why when I was young, the first place when I went overseas was I went to Egypt. When we were still allowed to go inside the pyramid, and I laid inside the pyramid, and I think I helped activate that pyramid by doing that. And even I didn't know what I was doing, but when I was compelled to lay inside it, I said, "Beam me up, Scotty." I don't know if that's how I was meant to do it. Well, that's what happened.
But like magic, you can be back at that place with that pyramid. And I want you to go there. When I count to 5, you're going to be outside the pyramids. 1, you're on your way. 2, it's getting faster and faster. 3, 4, and 5, you are there. What do you see? Are you outside the pyramids?
Yeah, there's a big entrance. It looks like a hole in the side. It's a big, yeah.
Yeah. Is there any door, or is it just a hole in the side?
It's a doorway. It goes into a doorway.
Yeah.
And I remember.
You remember from?
I went there in the 80s.
In the 80s. You were there in the 80s.
There's a stairway that goes straight up, and you gotta duck your head, and then to the left, it's almost like a tunnel or something. I think there's water down there or something, and it looks sort of natural as opposed to the steps in the walls look so perfect. They're like it's been carved. It's really a magnificent piece of architecture.
Smooth and even.
It's amazing. And it's big.
So you're already going into the pyramids then?
I'm just standing there, just remembering everything from the first time I'd ever been there.
Yeah. So do you think it's possible for you to enter?
Oh yeah.
Do you think it's appropriate to enter in this time?
Yeah, I can do whatever I wish.
Yes. Then I want you to go forward to this entrance. Is there a door? Or?
There is a door, but there's not a door like it covers it. It's a hole. I don't know if they blast a hole in the side of it or I don't know how they found that stairwell. Once you get up to the very top, you got to duck your head in,
Yes.
And then you can see in the middle to the right, there's a, like they're calling it a sarcophagus, and it's cracked. I've been there before already. That's how I know what it looks like, but I'm there. And it has that tall ceiling in there. It's pretty awesome.
Are you alone in there? Is there anybody else there?
No, there's no one with me. I don't know where it is. I don't know if he's still outside or...
I'm sure he's waiting for you outside. So can you explore a little bit around the surroundings? Is there any other wall?
The only thing that I know for sure, and it's just, I just know it's there. I've studied them before when I was a little kid. I was infatuated with pyramids. I've read Isaac Asimov and what's that gentleman's name? He's still alive. The Secret Powers of the Pyramid. I don't know his name, but there's a little. I just think I know too much, so I can just see what I see from what I've seen in my human body. And there's a hole you can see through, and it looks like a big metal lock or something through the other side, but I don't know what's beyond that.
So are you aware of whom have built the pyramids? Is it humans from Earth? Or?
No, it was the technology. Well, the technology to build it came from the stars, but I just know everyone thinks that it's been sort of built by blocks. Some are blocks, but other parts are mortar. Mortar, literally mortar. Where they poured the mortar in, and they worked it to perfection, and it dried, and boom, solid.
So what is the purpose with the pyramid?
It balances the energy on the planet. It's a whole grid work on the planet.
With pyramids all over the planet?
All over the entire planet.
Yeah. And you have also visited other places? Or is it just here you have been?
I've been on other planets with pyramids.
Yes, but have you visited any other places on the Earth? There is pyramids?
I mean, right now I'm getting a feeling of the Bosnian pyramids, but I'm just aware of the Bosnian pyramids. I don't know if I've actually been there, but I know I've been to this one on the Giza Plateau, and I've been there physically, so that's why I've always been, I haven't traveled. I've been to the mounds in Ohio. But they're not pyramids.
How about South America? Have you visited them?
Not, I think.
Okay. Now I think it's time to leave that scene and move forward again. I want you to move forward to what you consider to be an important place